Good evening. Let's talk about Amazon, the company that delivers everything from batteries at 2 a.m. to last-minute birthday gifts, groceries, and even furniture, all with just a few clicks. You can even get life-sized cardboard cutouts of Danny DeVito delivered to your door, if that's your thing. Amazon's reach is almost comically broad. It's so deeply woven into American life that imagining its absence is like picturing the sky without clouds, or a morning without coffee. It's become a daily habit, a background presence we barely notice, until it's gone. But tonight, imagine waking up, logging on, and seeing, we no longer serve this region. No more Prime, no more one-click orders, no more endless product reviews. That's the wild scenario we're exploring. Amazon, in response to new tariffs under a returning President Trump, decides to leave the United States entirely. This isn't just a business closing. It's like a utility company shutting off the power, or the internet suddenly disappearing overnight. The catalyst? Massive tariffs targeting Amazon's global supply chains, making imports far more expensive, and disrupting the flow of goods Americans rely on. Faced with either absorbing huge costs or passing them to consumers, Amazon chooses a third option. It leaves, pulling out of the world's largest consumer market. This is more than a corporate tantrum. It's a collision between commerce and political policy, with consequences that ripple far beyond boardrooms and headlines. The fallout would be immediate and touch nearly everyone, from warehouse workers to small business owners, gig workers, and even the average shopper. It's a commercial earthquake, shaking the foundations of American consumer life. The shockwaves would be felt in every corner of the economy. So buckle up, this is going to get bumpy, and the ride is just beginning. What's a tariff? It's a tax on imports. Imagine a government official charging your new teapot at the border. The idea is to make foreign goods pricier, protecting domestic industries. But in practice, it's like fixing a leaky pipe by blowing up the water main. In our scenario, the Trump administration slaps tariffs on electronics, clothing, toys, most of Amazon's inventory. The goal forces companies to buy American. The reality, the US can't produce these goods at the same scale or price. Tariffs don't create new factories overnight, they just make everything more expensive. Amazon's business model, huge selection, low prices, gets wrecked. The company faces a choice: lose billions, or raise prices sky high. Either way, Amazon's magic vanishes, and in our story, it's furious enough to leave. Economic self-sabotage, delivered Prime. To truly grasp the impact of Amazon leaving, you need to understand what it's become in our lives today. It's not just a shop, it's an essential service for millions, woven into the fabric of daily routines and family life. Need diapers at midnight? Amazon. Last-minute gift? Amazon. Groceries, school supplies, even medicine. Amazon is the answer for so many urgent needs. It employs over 1 million Americans, from engineers to warehouse workers, providing stable jobs and opportunities in communities across the country. Beyond that, it supports an army of delivery drivers and countless small businesses selling through its marketplace, fueling local economies. For many entrepreneurs, Amazon is their storefront, warehouse, and payment processor, sometimes their only way to reach customers nationwide. Its departure isn't just losing convenience, it's a fundamental disruption to jobs, logistics, and the backbone of small business infrastructure. The economic system would go into shock, scrambling to fill the void left behind, with uncertainty rippling through every sector. The convenience is just the surface. The real story is Amazon's deep integration into the nation's daily life, from cloud computing to household essentials. Remove it, and the ripple effects are everywhere, touching families, businesses, and entire industries. The system might survive, but not without pain, uncertainty, and a long road to recovery. The pulse of American commerce would skip a beat, and the aftershocks would be felt everywhere. The first domino to fall? Jobs. When a giant like Amazon collapses, the impact is immediate and brutal. Over 1 million people unemployed almost overnight. That's not just numbers on a spreadsheet. It's families, livelihoods, and communities suddenly thrown into chaos. Fulfillment centers close, corporate offices empty, and the job market is flooded with people desperately searching for work. Small businesses selling on Amazon lose their storefronts and millions of customers in a flash. Years of hard work and growth can vanish in a single day. Imagine scrambling to build a website, manage shipping, and compete with thousands doing the same, all while trying to keep your business afloat. Many wouldn't survive. It's an extinction-level event for e-commerce entrepreneurs. The digital marketplace would never look the same. Consumers lose the convenience they've come to expect. The days of one-click shopping and next-day delivery are suddenly gone. Your nan can't get her favorite wool delivered tomorrow. Even the simplest comforts become harder to find. Multiply that inconvenience by millions. Choices shrink, prices rise, and waiting times grow. Everyday life gets more complicated for everyone. Shopping becomes fragmented and less efficient. The seamless experience we took for granted is replaced by confusion and hassle. The broader economy takes a hit. Less spending, fewer businesses, more uncertainty. The shock doesn't stop at retail. It ripples through every sector. The web of economic relationships Amazon supported is torn apart. Supply chains unravel, and partnerships dissolve overnight. Even local businesses that served Amazon workers or supplied packaging feel the pain. The loss spreads far beyond the digital world. The ripple effects are vast and deep, touching every corner of the economy and every community. It's not just about one company, it's about the entire structure shaking. The foundation of modern commerce is suddenly unstable. When Amazon goes, the shockwaves are everywhere, leaving no part of society untouched. Let's talk about the £13 billion shockwave. That's the immediate cost of Amazon's supply chain snapping. Amazon's global ballet of factories, ships, and warehouses grinds to a halt. Importers and logistics companies lose contracts overnight, cargo ships are rerouted, goods are stranded. Shipping and logistics industries face a crisis, empty containers, canceled routes. The shock travels to manufacturers' factories in Asia, lose their biggest client, face bankruptcy, and lay off workers. Multiply this by thousands of factories worldwide. The tariffs meant to punish other countries end up causing global devastation, and it bounces back to the US. Even industries like advertising, tech, and real estate feel the tremors. Amazon's exit isn't a one-time loss, it's an economic earthquake. Every related industry shakes. That's how interconnected our world has become. Beyond numbers, there's a real human cost. Warehouse workers lose stable jobs and benefits. Entire communities are hit hard. Delivery drivers, from UPS to gig workers, lose income streams overnight. Postal services face massive revenue shortfalls. For families, Amazon's services are more than convenience. They're lifelines, especially for rural, elderly, or disabled Americans. The loss means higher costs, less access, and real hardship for the most vulnerable. Psychologically, Americans lose the instant gratification they've come to expect. Frustration and disruption set in as people revert to less efficient habits. The cost isn't just lost wages, it's lost time, added stress, and a lower quality of life. The human impact is profound. In capitalism, one company's disaster is another's opportunity. Amazon's exit creates a power vacuum. Walmart and Target ramp up online, aiming to become the new retail kings. Smaller, specialized retailers like Chewy and Wayfair see a surge. New e-commerce platforms and Shopify boom as small businesses scramble for alternatives. The online market becomes more diverse, but also more fragmented. International companies watch with caution, and some try to poach Amazon's talent and supply chains. Investors grow wary of the US market, and capital may flee to safer shores. The stock market goes wild. Amazon plummets, Walmart and Shopify soar, tech stocks tumble. The chaos is a reminder of how much depends on a few mega corporations. The market's fortunes are tied to political whims and corporate giants. The fallout is global. Amazon is gone. The sky's still up, but life is different. Americans would have to rediscover shopping. More trips to stores, more planning, less impulse buying. Local businesses could see a renaissance if they adapt quickly. Online, consumers juggle multiple sites, using new tools to compare and shop. Small businesses must master digital marketing and direct sales. Support networks and government programs could help them transition. The USPS might need a bailout, but could become a public logistics backbone. Walmart and Target would invest billions to fill the gap, creating new jobs. The retail landscape would be messy, expensive, and chaotic, but also more resilient. The crisis would force a national conversation about economic security and dependence on mega-corporations. Americans would adapt, but with a new understanding of how fragile our systems really are.